Good evening, guys, and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces. I'm so tired, guys. I didn't actually wind up getting up super early. Actually, no, I think I woke up as early, if not earlier, than I did yesterday. I woke up around 8 o'clock, and that was around the same time I woke up yesterday to go to the grocery stores, but I went to bed late on Friday night. Like, I stayed up until like 3 or something like that. Last night, I went to bed actually kind of early. So yeah, that was good. But so when I woke up today, like, I wasn't that tired, but I woke up, I had my coffee, and we watched the last episode of Loki because we couldn't find a really good time to watch it between when it came out, because like Matthew was working, and then yesterday we went to go see Black Widow and we watched the fights, and so we didn't have like a lot of time really to watch it this week up until today. So we watched it today before Matthew ended up going to work, because again, then like my dad has work, and then Matthew and Jack have football camp, and Jack has track camp too. So like I said, there's a lot of other different stuff, you know, like we've had going on. So we watched that this morning. Then shortly after that, I had about an hour before me and my mom ended up having to leave to go to technically family's house. It's my aunt's, my grandma's sister's husband's family. My grandma's sister's husband passed away over, you know, like around Christmas time. My grandma's sister had invited us to go and see them, and Mom used to babysit for like their family, like back when she was younger, like before I was born, and like, I don't know, maybe high school age to like early, like, you know, like maybe just married age. And her and my dad used to go to, they would have like a family reunion sort of thing. They ended up going, the last time that they had it was like I think like 2 years after my parents got married, like right before I was born was like the last time they ended up going. So it was like 25 years ago. Or yeah, something like that, 20 years ago. Like maybe I was there when I was little. I don't really remember, because my mom kept saying like, oh, 20 years ago, like, which would have been meaning that like I was 5. So maybe I didn't go with, I don't totally remember. So they used to have the like this family like sort of reunion party sort of thing, because my uncle, like I said, my grandma's sister's husband had a sister and a brother. And so like I said, and then they have, you know, kids and stuff like that that are like my parents sort of aged, and then their kids have kids. They also have kids, so there's like grandkids and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So they, you know, like that are more like my age, maybe a little older and stuff like that. So anyways, but you know, like it's so weird. My mom was saying too, she was like, it's like even like people that were never like blood related family to us, like we always still would like get together with them and stuff like that. Like my mom also knew my aunts, my great grandma's sister's daughter's husband, and like their family, and like so like we've always been like close sort of with like extended non-blood related family, like again for like forever. Like, and like my mom was saying too, like we have been getting together and like doing stuff with like Matthew's girlfriend's family also. And so like, you know, my mom was saying like that would be the equivalent of like inviting them to like our family's parties and stuff like that. And so like I was like I don't know, my mom was just like, when she grew up, like it was just like a lot more close knit, like family was just very, like I said, like close. And so you know, like she's like, we haven't really done this in so long, and on top of that, because of the last year, pretty much all of 2020, like we couldn't get together to do things even with just like our family, like, you know. And so my mom's like, every opportunity that we get invited to something or we can go and do something, like she wants to take full advantage of being able to do it. And so we had like, you know, stuff going on yesterday, but we were like, we really just want to go and again get together. And like we saw them recently again at my uncle's funeral, but my mom was like, I really want to make an effort to like make sure that it's not like funerals and stuff like that, or weddings, that we wind up seeing like family and stuff like that at. And so, you know, like I said, we ended up going. We've seen like this side of the family, like at like my cousin's graduations, and again, like my uncle's funeral. But like other than that, like I haven't seen them. And also too, my uncle's sister, she had a birthday like a couple of years ago where it was like the whole family as well. We all ended up going because like she would also come to like our family's like Christmas parties and stuff like that. That was normally like on my grandma's side, you know, my aunt and grandma's side, and then not on my uncle's side, but like she would still come to like our Christmas parties and stuff like that. And like my mom was saying too, like my great grandparents used to go to their families like reunions and stuff like that. Like it was just like always like extended family always got like invited to things and stuff like that. And so she's like, you know, and again was really close with them growing up, but like I again have seen like some of them but not a lot, other than again my uncle's sister. And so, you know, like I said, it was really great to like see people and be able to like converse, especially with people like that I'm not, like I don't know insanely well. Like, you know, I see my aunts and uncles on my, you know, my mom's side, something like my grandma's sister, you know, like their family, like, you know, somewhat often, so it's like sometimes you don't always have like new stuff to talk about, even though like over the last year, you know, we sort of did. Sometimes there's just not like all that much to talk about, so just talk to people that again haven't seen in like several years is really good to like again get sort of caught back up with and stuff like that. So it was really fun. It was like an hour drive there and an hour drive back, and we were there for like a couple hours, so it took up a good portion of our day today. So like when I got back home, I didn't really wind up doing anything, and I think I'm just gonna take a shower now and get to bed. Unfortunately though, my dad's work van actually got hit, so I'm gonna take a shower right now, but they're trying to, like, it was actually just, I think the mirror got hit, but our neighbor came over and was like, heard actually the entire thing happen, and I don't know if he like saw the vehicle or anything like that, but I guess heard sort of what ended up happening, and then I guess my dad's truck's like alarm was going off, and so he actually came over here and told us. And so but my dad can't put it in the driveway yet because like Matthew's not home from work yet, so he has to wait. And so again, somebody was like flying down our street, I guess, and is what it sounded like, and my dad's mirror got hit off. I don't know if there was any other damage yet, but yeah, they're waiting on like police reports and stuff like that, I guess, right now. So yeah, that was also unfortunate, and like freaked me out too, because like the dog starts like howling at like somebody at the front door, and I'm like, it's like sort of late. I was like, who's coming over to our house like this late at night? And I was like, Matthew has a key. I was like, and I don't even think the door's locked, because normally we leave it unlocked until he gets home. And so I was like, what's the matter? And so again, ended up you know, it was our neighbor that came over and told us that. And our other neighbor actually, I think, has like a Ring doorbell, so if they need to like see footage or anything like that, I guess they'll be able to. But like I said, I don't totally know what's going on right now. All I know is that there's a lot of commotion sort of going on in the dogs. That's why, if you can hear Charlie, that's why he's crying, because he like knows something's up, because people have been like my parents have been coming and going outside right now, and somebody new just came over, and so yeah, there's, like I said, a lot of commotion. But I was so happy today to, like, you know, like I said, be able to go and see people that, you know, again, like it's been several years, other than again in my uncle's funeral, but it was sort of like, you know, we just sort of like said hi to people. It wasn't really like, oh, we get to sit and talk. Like, you don't really do that at a funeral, I don't feel like, entirely. And so it was just, like I said, really nice to actually, like, in a happy setting. And that's the same thing my mom said too. She's like, it's so good to actually see you when something bad isn't happening. And, you know, where we're all sort of free and able to, like, you know, see each other again too. And so, you know, that's the one thing I think that, like, this is really also, like, taught me this last year, is that, like, I want to take full advantage of, like, being invited to things, going and doing things. So next Sunday is my cousin's, his birthday, they're celebrating, and then the following week after that, we're actually going to take a mini vacation to St. Louis. So we actually have a bunch of stuff sort of going on, and, you know, like I said, it's one of those, like, want to take full advantage of things because we can do them again. And, like, these are the things that, like, we really, you know, like, we might go and do and stuff like that, like, you know, a family party, like maybe go on a little vacation thing or something like that. But it's like, we were deprived of not even having the option to do that. That's why we want to take full advantage of being able to do something like that now. And so that's, you know, like I said, what my mom was really sort of like her motivation to want to go today, and also mine too. I was like, I'd love to just actually be among people, and I am such an introvert too. I was like, that does not sound like my, you know, cup of tea, but I was just like, I really really want to, just because, like I said, you've been deprived of that. Even as being an introvert, it was like totally chill over the last year, like not having to go out and see anybody, you know, like that's okay with me. But I sort of want to, you know, I want to see, again, like people maybe I don't see as often, and again, not before it's too late, because that was the thing that was so sad with, you know, my uncle passing away in December, or December, the very end of December. I think it was like the 29th or 30th or something like that. And you know, him passing away was that, like, that was during the time when we couldn't see anybody. So the last time I saw him was actually like, I think the Christmas before or something like that. Like, it'd been a whole year, and then he passed away and I didn't get to see him again. And so I was like, I don't want to have that happen with other people as well, that, you know, again, I care about and want to be able to see. So like I said, even if it's just like, I just got to see that person for like 10 minutes, you know, or like talk to him for just a couple minutes or whatever, like, you know, it's worth it. So anyways, guys, I'm, like I said, gonna go take a shower. I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow.